Hello everyone, what's going on? Welcome back to the latest 4K review from my Flick Direct, and for today's 4K review, I'm here to talk to you all about, I married an axe murderer for its 30th year anniversary. 30 years. Holy crap, I feel old. So, I Married an Axe Murderer is a romantic black comedy film starring Mike Myers as Charlie, a poet that has had quite a fair share of breakups in his life, and he subjects these breakups to poems. However, one day, he believes he has met the one in a girl named Harriet, although, through a series of coincidences, he seems to believe that he has met and has started dating Mrs. X, a axe murderer that kills her husbands during their honeymoons. Before I saw this movie for the first time, this is a movie that I had no idea of its existence. Now, this movie came out in 1993. I was born in 1992, so of course, it was a movie that I would have never heard of, even though I'm a big fan of Mike Myers. But even then, I almost said Michael Myers. I meant Mike Myers. I'm so sorry. I love a good black comedy, and I love a good concept like this. I had no expectations watch this movie, and I'm happy to say that this was a movie that I did enjoy. I thought it was a pleasant movie, although don't get me wrong too, guys. It's a movie that definitely could have been better. It's a movie that I feel like doesn't take full advantage of its premise, which is a very genius premise. While there are definitely scenes where I laughed so much harder than I expected, and there are some scenes that definitely had some heart that I definitely wasn't expecting. This is definitely a movie that definitely could have been, and it should have been, a hilarious and a great black comedy, a romantic one at that. But don't get me wrong to you guys, what we still have here is still a pleasantly enjoyable film that has a lot of laughs, a great performance from Mike Myers. Nancy Travis has some really good intrigue, some good mystery, has a good setup, has a great payoff in the end, and there are some scenes that definitely caught me off guard. From what I have heard, So I Married an Axe Murderer is one of those films either like or dislike, and I'm on the side that pleasantly enjoyed it. Getting to the audio and video quality, starting off with the video quality, So I Married an Axe Murderer in 4K is presented on an aspect ratio of 185:1, and I gotta tell you all, I was pleasantly surprised with how well done the video transfer is. Now, to be frank, the video transfer itself isn't always sharp at times, as there are quite a few times where there are some objects in particular that are closer to the camera that don't look quite as sharp as they should be. Like, for example, there's a couple of two shots where one character on the right side will look clear and a character on the left side won't look as sharp as they could be, and there are some shots where completely understandably, there's almost so much that you can do in terms of cleaning up and doing some DNR to the point where it looks artificially worked on. But the thing that impressed me the very most is the HDR, the Dolby Vision color grade. The HDR color grade looks really good. In fact, the HDR grade looks fantastic. There are some colors in this movie that look amazing, in particular the blues, the greens, the yellows, and even some of the red. There is a shot in particular where Mike Myers is talking with his mother's character, and she's wearing a blue shirt, a blue blouse, and the blues, they look like they just want to balance out the screen. The HDR color grade did impress me, and this is a terrific color grade. While the 4K transfer doesn't always look sharp, the HDR color grade absolutely is fantastic. Going on to the audio quality, So I Married an Axe Murderer is on a Dolby Atmos track. Now, I'm not going to guys want to say this. A movie like this didn't necessarily need a Dolby Atmos track, as a 7.1 or even a 5.1 soundscape would have been just good enough, but the Dolby Atmos soundscape does do a very, very good job in immersing this movie's world. Now, here's the thing. It does take place in San Francisco, if I'm not mistaken, and it does capture the ambiance of San Francisco very, very well, and not to mention when Mike Myers is going across the city, you hear the ambiance of the people all around you, the cars, and on top of all that, dialogue is crystal clear. Everything sounds very, very good. The center channels, the film's license tracks sound great. The film's original score sounds great. While I wish I had more to say, at the same time, the Dolby Atmos track does do a very, very good job. It's a very good track. Finally, moving on to the special features. Starring Married an Axe Murder only comes with 2 featurettes, one of them being 30 minutes of never before seen deleted scenes, which some of them are actually pretty darn funny, and also theatrical trailers, and that's it. All in all, what we have here is a pleasantly enjoyable romantic black comedy with very good video quality, good audio quality, and with some interesting featurettes. So guys, if you have not seen this movie, guys, I definitely suggest pick this movie up, especially if you like a good black comedy film. Trust me, guys, this is definitely worth the pickup. I hope you enjoyed my 4K review of Sorry Married an Axe Murder. If so, please hit that like button, also share, and don't forget the subscribe button and the notification bell for our latest 4K review goes live. If you guys want to see any of our previous 2 4K reviews, please click it right there or right there. And of course, until our next 4K review goes live, we'll see you all next time. Have a wonderful day, guys. Hit like, smash subscribe, and get notified for when our reviews, interviews, and news go live.